Real Madrid is chasing its first treble in history. At the beginning of the season, Florentino Perez stated that he had built the strongest Madrid ever, Project Galacticos 3.0. This season had it all: failures, criticism, and doubt. But the club successfully navigated these stages of forming a renewed team. Can Real win it all? La Liga, Copa del Rey, the Champions League, a historic treble. Today we are talking exactly about that. Let's get at least 1,000 likes under this video to make our big dream come true. Madridistas, hit that like button and hala Madrid. Let's go! The dream of winning all three titles is now forming not only in the minds of Madridistas but also within the dressing room, starting with Ancelotti himself. I've been thinking about it in recent days, the Italian admitted before the match against Villarreal. Despite all the difficulties, we've reached the March break still competing in 3 major tournaments. This hasn't happened in the last 3 years. The club started to see itself as a contender for everything after surviving at the Metropolitano, but doubts remained both inside and outside. Could the team, with only 66 hours of rest, defeat Villarreal at La Ceramica and put pressure on the Atletico versus Barcelona match? A hard-fought 2-1 victory over Villarreal gave the team and club confidence. The fighting spirit was evident. Despite the challenges, heads remained held high. "We don't look for excuses," Courtois emphasized, referring to the minimal rest caused by La Liga's controversial scheduling. "Even warming up was difficult," Mbappe admitted. But finding energy in exhausted muscles made Carletto even prouder of his team, despite his earlier criticism of their lack of commitment. "I'm very proud. This was a trap game, and this win says a lot about this team and its depth." Having overcome this major hurdle in Villarreal, Real Madrid now looks ahead with great optimism. 2 months and 2 days of an intense schedule separate them from the treble. From a home La Liga match against Leganés at the Bernabeu, March 29th, to the final in Munich, May 31st. Right in the middle of this journey stands the Copa del Rey final at La Cartuja. 4 matches and 3 opponents separate them from the Champions League final, Arsenal in the quarterfinals, and in the semi-finals the winner of PSG versus Aston Villa. Meanwhile, just 1 more game is needed to reach the Copa del Rey final, a home return leg against Real Sociedad April 1st, which looks promising after a 0-1 away victory. In the second half of the season, Carlo Ancelotti finally found the right balance for this team, while still keeping the Fantastic Four on the field. Everyone must work on the pitch. Each player must give their all and treat defensive work as an axiom. Ancelotti says, "One of the toughest tasks is making a squad of superstars work at 100% in both attack and defense." Throughout the season, Ancelotti was rightfully criticized for struggling to solve major problems caused by Mbappe's arrival and Toni Kroos's departure. In essence, there were 2 key challenges: how to make the attack press effectively without losing offensive potential, and how to maintain perfect ball circulation to control the game better. As it turned out, it took over half a season to bring all aspects of play up to the level required by the coaching staff. So how did Ancelotti solve this dilemma? Real Madrid always fosters fierce competition whether or not they enter the transfer market. Only in such an environment do true stars and dominant forces on the pitch emerge. This season, Madrid has shaped an ideal squad capable of beating any team. In goal, Thibaut Courtois remains a lifesaver in matches where Madrid faces strong opposition. His shot-stopping ability is still world-class. Backup keeper Andriy Lunin also proved his high level in the first leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. Right back, Ancelotti should rely on Federico Valverde. Despite positive news about Carvajal's potential return, Valverde is the best option at right back, even though he prefers playing in midfield. For the team's balance, he is needed in this role, with Lucas Vázquez serving as a backup. Within the squad, Valverde is called the best right back in the world and the man you can't dribble past even in training. He is a true football monster, already among the world's top 10 most valuable players per Transfermarkt. Center backs. Asensio and Rudiger should start until the end of the season. Militao will return soon, but given Raúl's incredible form, it will be tough for the Brazilian to reclaim his spot. The new Sergio Ramos is already in town, and for Militao, who has struggled with injuries, displacing the 22-year-old Spaniard will be a massive challenge. As for Antonio Rudiger, he remains at his peak and is one of the best center-backs in the world. Left back. The Mendy-Garcia duo offers strong competition, raising both players' levels. The Frenchman should start in Champions League matches, while the Spaniard helps in La Liga. Midfield. Despite losing Kroos, Madrid compensates with Modric and Ceballos. Luka is in such great form that another season in white at 40 wouldn't surprise anyone. Dani has also grown into an important player this season and will return in April, one of Madrid's key internal transfers to boost their treble chase. The midfield balance is ideal, a playmaker-destroyer duo. Modric or Ceballos control the game, while Tchouaméni and Camavinga battle for the defensive role. After struggling as an emergency centre-back earlier in the season, Tchouaméni is now enjoying his natural position again. Expect a revitalized version of the Frenchman. The Fantastic Four. Ancelotti has optimized their roles. Rodrigo is the best right winger in this quartet, with Brahim as his ideal backup. Vinicius thrives on the left. his best position. Bellingham is an all-round soldier who does everything. Midfield play, finishing, assisting. His link-up with Mbappe in the box creates constant danger. Mbappe has embraced his role as a true number one. 9. Silencing doubts about the quartet's coexistence. Everyone plays in their ideal position, yielding massive results. Thus, Real Madrid's optimal lineup for the final stretch of the season is set. Early in the season, people at Valdebebas noted one thing about Mbappe. He never seemed nervous or panicked, always remaining calm regardless of training or matches. While this impressed many, some worried about his lack of inner fire, especially compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. However, throughout the season, Madrid discovered a different side of their new number, 9, and last week made it clear. Mbappe has stepped into the leadership role that Florentino Perez envisioned for him. The match against Villarreal proved it. His performance reflected a Real Madrid executive's words before signing him. Mbappe is like a hand grenade in your backpack. Struggling to break through, playing poorly, we have a grenade on the pitch. At La Ceramica, he indeed played like that, almost single-handedly causing chaos in Villarreal's defense and securing victory when the team needed it most. And against Atletico, Mbappe showed a new version of himself. When Madrid was struggling, he sprinted back to break up a counter-attack, sliding in to steal the ball from Molina. During the penalty shootout, he quickly intervened when Llorente tried to distract Rudiger. These moments proved that Mbappe has truly clicked at Madrid. Madridistas, what do you think? Can this team win the treble? Comment below. And remember, let's hit 1,000 likes, we can do it. Subscribe to our channel. This is a home for true Real Madrid fans. Hala Madrid!